Hey guys, it's Kate, and welcome to another Autism Digest interview, where today we have someone whose name you've probably been seeing in a few autism circles. He's an autism advocate and public speaker. He spoke at SJ Childs Autism Awareness Forum recently, and is going to be speaking at Stanford University in September. He is Daniel Durany. Thanks for coming on, Daniel.
Thank you.
All right, my first question for you is, for those that may not know the name Daniel Durany, what's your story in your own words?
My story in my own words was I was diagnosed at the age of 25 years old. I was nonverbal until the age of 4 years old. I had struggled holding down jobs and needed to get help and realized I needed to find out if I was on the spectrum or not. And that's when at the age of 25, I found out. And by doing so, I've learned how to cope with this condition and work around my strengths and weaknesses to get to where I'm at today and continue to advocate and educate others on this condition.
That's definitely amazing. And I was diagnosed at 2 years old. I'm 21 right now as of this recording. So that's definitely inspiring. My next question for you is, out of all the events you've spoken at so far, which one was your favorite and why?
Man, there's been a lot of good ones. I received a standing ovation with Texas State Autism Conference in 2013. I did one with Region 19 in El Paso where I spoke in front of 500 people in 2013 as well. But my most memorable one I will always remember is the Virginia Tech one where I did their autism conference. And that's where my dad graduated from there 50 years ago.
Uh, a lot of those sound amazing, and many of them I didn't even know had autism forums. I definitely got to look into a lot of these. My next question for you is, who are your inspirations when you do public speaking?
Who are my inspirations? My mother is a big inspiration. She pushed me to where I am today. She's an inspiration. She runs marathons and she's in her 60s doing that and does miles of bike races. And she is an inspiration to me. Um, my professor at TCU, that I still stay in touch with, Dr. Whitworth, is an inspiration to me. Just how he does his job and how he runs his family. That's an inspiration to me that I want to strive for. Those are a couple of people that come to mind.
That's amazing. And parents and professors and teachers are definitely great people to look up to. My next question for you is, you were diagnosed late at 25. So how can we improve diagnosis technologies so there's early intervention during childhood and more therapies that can be accessible in that age?
How can we do that? I like to see us do it to where we know if the child's on the spectrum before they're even born, possibly just through genetic testing, through genetic testing, through asking the questions early on with the development. I would say just to tell if they're on the spectrum as well. That's a good question.
Oh, that's actually a really great idea. Like you test for autism while they're in the womb?
I would love to see that if that could happen.
E-
I think we could be able to get down to that to help diagnosis better.
I absolutely agree. With today's medical technology, we could absolutely utilize that to detect autism in the womb. There shouldn't be any excuses, honestly. My next question for you is, as an autism advocate, what do you think of the current political opinions on autism, and how should we work to combat those misinformations?
Politically, um, I see they're taking away possibly Medicaid. And if they're possibly going to take Medicaid away, they need to be able to where for us people on the spectrum be able to be on our parents' health insurance at a longer rate instead of waiting till cutting off the age limit at age 26, maybe adding it to 30, 35 years old, because not many people on that autism spectrum are able to support themselves fully or will ever be able to fully do it due to the circumstances and due to inflation and everything else. That's one thing in mind. We need better transition programs overall at the and that's where and more services after age 22. Those are things that come to mind in terms of improving our political stance on it.
I absolutely agree. Not just for individuals on the spectrum, but for anyone who's struggling. It should be at least 30, maybe 37 if they're going through a tough time. And I'll add something else. We need to have more empathy for people, no matter their situation or skin color or disability, because a little bit of empathy definitely goes a long way. My next question for you is, what's your advice for anyone, neurodivergent or not, that wants to get into public speaking?
Don't do it for the money. Do it for the love. Do it because you have a voice to say. Do it because you want to impact people's lives. Do it in a manner that is professional, that's inspiring, and that's impacting people.
Yeah, that's definitely really good advice. My last question for you is, what does the future hold for you besides the Stanford University event in September?
My goals as a speaker future-wise is to do TED Talk, to get into international speaking events, to speak at all the service centers at in the state of Texas, because that's where I'm from, and go to speak in all 50 states if possible.
Those are definitely amazing goals. Anyways, that's going to do it for this interview, guys. Thank you so much to Daniel for coming on and sharing his story. If you guys want to see more amazing interviews, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Autism Digest channel. And stay tuned for our August issue and the audio file of this episode. Our August issue is going to be coming out next month. You can pre-save that by going to autismdigest.com. And the audio file will be up around the time of this video. You can search on Spotify by typing in Autism Digest. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.